Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the EALCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the narrative lectionary, and we're continuing our walk through Job. We're looking at Job 31 and 38. That's at least the core texts in here. And again, using the commentary off of workingpreacher.com, I am looking at the idea that God is in the middle of all creation. That this is where God starts talking to Job, and Job's had his chance to talk to God, and God kind of rolls up God's sleeves and says, all right, are you finished? Let me tell you this. And this whole sense of God's creation and that God is in the midst of this. And I love it. It's a wonderful image. And that God is there. And it's poetry at its best when I'm thinking of scripture and poetry and this imagery. But it reminds us that as all of creation is going around, as all creation's around, God is in the midst of that. And so the item I'm using is this ball. And there's a little sticker, so I'm going to remove this sticker here. So that God is in the midst, and I'm using this ball, and it's a glitter ball. And I came across this. I could play with this for hours, but so you got a little bit of a glitter. You can kind of see it, but the thing is like, so this sense of almost a snow globe. You got this little glitter, but when you bounce it, you see that flashy light, and it shows up a little bit on the screen here, but it really shows up when you're holding it here. And I love the imagery that it's like that God's in the midst, and sometimes I might not be able to see it, but the fact is that God shows up and shows God's self, and that we believe that God is in the midst of it all, as all this stuff is going around, that all creation God is in the midst of. So anyway, I like this. I hope it can be a springboard for your own thinking around your children's sermon. Again, Job gets a little bit hard when we're talking about the children's sermon, so I'm focusing it right down to that God is in our midst, and that's a good thing to know, and it's a good thing to remember. So, as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed week.